Are we live? We are live.
We are live. Heyo, hit him with the hind. This is OmniDog from OmniDog's Vault on OmniBros Live on a Thursday night. We're talking about things we're excited about comic book wise coming up in 2018. And as usual, with me, my guest host is Omar from Near Mint Condition.
Look, check these special effects out. Watch this. Look at that. That's some Spielberg stuff right there. Yes, Near Me Condition. That is my channel. We're doing an awesome giveaway. I played the Dirty Santa trick on my co-host. We all exchanged gifts, but they thought they were going to keep it, and I decided at the last minute we should give them away. So it's kind of funny to see their expressions when they found out that we're not going to keep any of the gifts that we gave each other.
You're going to give them away?
Yeah, it's our giveaway.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, you know, they're fine. They'll be fine. But thanks for having me, man. It's great to be on with you again.
It's great to have you on. And we have usual suspects, Sakura Darling and Aiku, however you say Aiku, have checked in. You were telling me something that you got for Christmas that I thought should go on the air.
Oh, right.
The book that is sort of under the radar for people like us, the people like me that follow the big two mostly, but I love independent books, and this is a book that's gotten a lot of press as being an excellent book. So why don't you tell me what you got for Christmas book-wise?
Okay, well, my wife got me This One Summer, which is a graphic novel by the Tamaki sisters, Mariko and Jillian. I think they've done some stuff for Marvel now, like She-Hulk. I haven't read any of that stuff, but it's pretty much just the story of the friendship between these two girls, Rose and Wendy. They get together every summer at this one lake. I believe it's in Canada somewhere. Best way I could describe it, it's kind of like a coming of age from a teenage girl's perspective. And it's crazy, right? Because other than having two daughters, I don't have anything in common with coming of age with young girls. So I thought, I was like, thanks, baby. That's really sweet. But I read it and I couldn't put it down. And it took me 2 days to read it because I would have read it in one sitting, but family, and things like that. Loved it. Oh, I loved it, man. I can't. It's not doing it justice the way I'm going to describe it, but it really is about a slice of life with nothing. This girl is going through some changes that are about to happen in her life. Like her mom was trying to have a baby with her father, and there's all this. They're disconnected, and she's growing up, and it's something that we all go through, right, in life. I'm sure you've been there with your daughters because they're a little bit older than mine.
Aye.
But yeah, I really felt for these characters, and I wanted to keep it. I kind of wanted to keep the book going, but it's all told in one graphic novel, and I thought it was great. I liked the way it was done. The artwork was beautiful. Wouldn't say it's black and white; it's more like purple and white, perhaps. Mm-hmm. But man, yeah, I love that book. One of my favorite reads from last year. So yeah, if you have a chance, it's really cheap on Amazon. It's like $8, I think, for the paperback.
Oh,
but
really?
If you have a chance, go read This One Summer. Especially if you're just looking for something, out of the norm, out of the big two superhero books. It's a wonderful and fast read. I loved it.
Excellent recommendation. I've heard Sherlock talk about it in the Facebook group, and I've heard a lot about it on like best of 2017 lists. So was it this year that it came out?
No, it came out a couple of years ago. Actually.
Okay,
it came
that's
out.
What I thought.
I think 2014. I'm just slow.
Okay.
I'm slow. There is a hardcover edition that's like $17 or $18 for those hardcover collectors. But if you just want a fast read, yeah, it's like $8 on Amazon right now because it's like more than 50% off. It is well worth it. I love that book.
Great recommendation. I have heard of it before, so I must have read it on previous year's best of lists.
It's won several awards.
Yeah, so this shows you that's what Omar got. He got mind expanding graphic literature, and I got
I did. I got more too, man. It was awesome. Oh, look at you.
A
You got
mother
the
box.
That's awesome.
And then it also pings. And then it also makes funky noises and flashes. So now Steppenwolf's coming after me.
Yeah, I was gonna say, have you tried to mess around with this? Is there any secret puzzles, like the little box from Hellraiser?
I don't want to mess with that box.
Yeah, you don't want to go to hell. Yeah, that
No.
would be bad. The puzzle box, I think was cool. Oh, that's cool, man. So where was that from? Is that from DC Direct?
Yeah. We got Nays Grace, Tolga Burke, Joe Jessup, Puff Puff Comics.
Puff
Hey, bros, first
Comics.
time watching live. Hey, Puff Puff.
Welcome, welcome. Tolga's here, yeah.
Mike F.
Awesome.
How many viewers do we have right now? Okay, that's good for the beginning of the show. Near mid condition, that guy sucks.
See how long we can.
Benjamin
We'll see how long we
Pineros.
can keep him.
Yeah, right. Furquan Mohammed from Malaysia. Nice.
He's asking me if somebody gave me a cam. No, I still have my shitty cam. It's the one on my laptop. I don't have any money to spend on technology. I'll spend money on this shit.
On toys.
They're collectibles. Call them toys. Damn it.
Oh, sorry.
Come on, man.
Collectibles. I know somebody, one of my fraternity brothers, my wife sent out on our Christmas card that I had OmniDog's Vault on YouTube, and so one of my fraternity brothers went on my channel and started commenting on all the lame Hummel figurines I have behind me, and was I wearing any pants, and what kind of grown man collects Hummel figures, and I was like, fucking guys.
Man, they are nerd shaming you.
They are. Yeah, I don't know which one it was, but I have a pretty good idea. I'm sure it was my English major best friend because it was so well worded. It wasn't a typical troll. It was too well worded to be a troll. So,
before we do start, I did get something really, really nice from one of the guys from our Facebook group, Jimmy Pisantes. He sent me a really nice gift, and I am very humbled. It's a 1/4 statue of Cammy. I've got it over there. I can't bring it here because the thing is heavy. It is nice and beautiful. So thank you, Jimmy. I have no words to say.
You already got that?
Yeah, I got it today. I had to make sure I was home to sign it because, I didn't want to sit it out there.
So, for those losers who don't know who Cammy is that? Wait, don't tell me that's.
Oh man, we're not gonna play
Fighter?
This. Yes.
Oh,
Looks
pretty good.
That's pretty good. First time. Yeah, that's a good guess, Jess.
Thank you.
Yeah, Cammy is the hot British intelligence military chick from Street Fighter. So it's the variant version, the one with her pink outfit from Street Fighter 5. Oh man, it's beautiful.
What a great gift,
again, Jimmy. What totally caught me by surprise. So
very nice.
I told him I'd give him a shout out.
Very nice.
It's the least I could do.
Well, Joe Jessup already said one of the favorite things that I have on my list that's coming out in 2018, and that's Legion of Superheroes Omnibus number 2, because it will feature the death of Pharaoh Lad, the most shattering story of my childhood. I can't wait to read it again.
He dies again, right? I don't know if you know. I don't know if anybody told you the bad news that he died later on. It was retconned, and then he brought him back. Remember, they brought him back during. When did they bring him? They brought him back during that Final Night crossover in DC.
What? Are you serious now?
Yeah, the one with where Hal Jordan sacrifices himself to recharge the sun with the Sun Eater.
Yeah, they killed Pharaoh Lad again.
No, they brought him back, but I think he died later on, and I think that's all been retcon when Mark Waid took over Legion of Superheroes. Dude, it's comic books. Don't get that
I'm
depressed when like one of your characters dies. It's not like it's Uncle Ben.
Uncle Ben.
or Bucky. Remember when we used to say Bucky dead?
Yeah. Are you keeping up on X-Men comics?
I am. Yeah, I am.
Is Professor X still dead?
Dude, that's funny. You ask this question every week.
I know.
in Astonishing X-Men, the last one I read was 6. So I think he's back, but maybe it might not be him. It could be the Shadow King. There's some things that are still unanswered. I'm not really sure. I know. Oh, I did read The Resurrection of Jean Grey, #1, which was kind of a confusing story at first. So I'm not going to give it too much away, but she might be back. Just spoilers.
Okay.
There is a comic book that features her called X-Men Red.
Okay, yeah, I had heard that she was going to get resurrected.
It's Jean Grey. Of course she was going to come back. It only took her, what? I think she's been dead longer now than she's ever been in the past. I think she stayed dead with between X-Men 137 and X-Factor 1. Like a shorter amount of time than she has from Morrison's 150 to now. So that's kind of crazy. Time just flies, man. It's crazy to think about.
I will every episode I will ask if Professor X is still dead.
I didn't know you were such a big Professor X fan.
I just know he's going to be brought back at some point, and I just wonder when it's going to be and how they're going to do it.
It's the Sunday. It's the end of all times, man. The return of Professor X.
Let's see. Now, are you able to pull up either DC or Marvel's solicitations? Oops, let's see. That's not it.
Yeah, based on the link that you gave me, I can point and click. I'm pretty good at that.
Okay, good. Do you want to look at DC first and what we're excited about?
Yeah, let's look at DC. They got a lot of good things coming out next year. And, of course, the biggest one, like one of the biggest reprints. So, excited about that.
Oh, okay. Tell me.
Well, I think we discussed it, but the Infinite Crisis Omnibus.
Infinite Crisis Omnibus. That's the one everybody's excited about.
Everybody that doesn't own it is excited. And even people that own it are excited because maybe it won't be that death trap that the first one was, where it's all, I've read mine twice. It's not, maybe I just got used to it because I've been collecting omnibuses since they first came out years ago, and they have gotten better. But yeah, it will not lay down flat. Like, you have to read it kind of like this. It's not terrible, but
I am most looking forward to, let's see, there's a lot going on, but I would say Batman by Grant Morrison, Omnibus Volume 1. I know a lot of people are excited about Ex Machina, the complete series omnibus, because that's a great series.
Right.
The Flash Silver Age omnibus. I am a huge Silver Age Flash fan, so I'm excited about that. And you mentioned Infinite Crisis omnibus. I am also excited. I already said Legion of Superheroes.
How did you go? No, you also are excited about Impulse by Mark Waid omnibus.
No, dude, I'm not. I don't even know who Impulse is, barely. He's just some snot-nosed punk speedster, right?
He is, but it's so good. Do you like Mark Waid?
Yes, I do. You know I do.
Do you like his writing? Okay, I'm not.
I love him.
You would love it. Mark Waid once referred to the character of Impulse as, so he referred to Bart as, if Mark Waid was 15 years old and had hair. That's how he writes that character. He's like, if that was me in high school, besides all the superpowers and stuff, that's how he wrote Impulse, because he did create the character. But I always thought that was a cool way of putting it, right? Like, if I had hair and I was 15 years old, that's how I would act. And I love that series, man. And even beyond Mark Waid's, when like Todd DeZago took it over, and I know some people hate Humberto Ramos, but I thought this art style really fit that book. It's very action and fast paced, and I thought his cartoony anime / cartoon anime style kind of really fit that book. I loved it. It's the first time I ever saw Ramos's artwork.
Okay, I am
But
totally schooled on Impulse now because I
yeah,
knew
dude,
nothing about him.
you should check it out. It's a great book. It's kind of a lighter tone of what he was doing in Flash, and they were coming out at the same time. So Impulse first appeared during that what was it? One of the Flash issues, 92, and then he kind of spun off and got his own series. And it was an awesome series. I loved it.
All right. Well, you've piqued my interest.
Yeah, I'll let you buy it like the week of. I'm like, hey Jess, you need to check this out.
Right, like you suckered me into JLA.
Yeah, and I ended up buying that stupid book, so don't feel too bad.
Well, I did read a good review about it today, so maybe there's hope for it.
Maybe.
New Teen Titans Volume 3. I assume that's the
that's the big one. That's the one that was a big cluster of issues.
Right. It was all messed up, and this was all made better, right?
Maybe. We don't have the solicits yet, so we're crossing our finger that this actually has all the issues after issue volume 2 of the new omnibus. Because remember, this is the one where there was like a 3 or 4 year leap in between issues, and they don't have all the Lonely Place of Dying, just the new Teen Titans issues, none of the Batman stuff that Perez did, and so it's kind of crazy. So here's hoping that this one actually fixes all those issues.
Okay. A lot of people are excited about Seven Soldiers by Grant Morrison because it is the second book, I think, is out of print. So this is a big deal that it's getting reprinted.
Have you read those? I love those.
I did read them. Yeah, I read them earlier this year. I loved them.
Yeah. I think Frankenstein was one of my favorite ones. And
yeah.
Mr. Miracle was good. Yeah, I really enjoyed that and how it all came together. And I love the way that it was reprinted in the hardcovers. It was done in the story, in the way that the story came out, not in the way of publication release. So I thought that was really cool.
It was a lot easier to read.
Absolutely.
So further things that I am excited for, and you can tell me if you are too. I like Astro City, so I'm looking forward to a new hardcover of Astro City, Broken Century.
When are we going to get an omnibus of that series? I mean, seriously.
know. We need like 9 of them.
It's one of those series that I still have in trade, but they're so busted. I'm almost embarrassed to ever show them like in a collection. They're inside of a comic book box, because I'm hoping that one day they'll get their shit together and release an omnibus of this amazing series that everybody should read, because it's a great book, especially if you're a big Busiek fan. I love that series. I know you also enjoy it.
Yeah, I do love it. No, I'm not. Maybe you're big on Batman TMNT. I don't have any feelings about it.
I like the first one. I think Freddie Williams did an amazing job on the artwork. And this is the deluxe edition.
I see down there Batman the Rebirth Deluxe Volume 2. That's good. But then there's Dark Knight's Metal and Dark Knight's The Nightmare Batman. And we got word this week from Scott Snyder there's going to be an omnibus of Metal, which I am way excited about. I really, really, really hope that comes out soon.
Well, I'm sure it'll be sometime next year, right? It'll have and I'm surprised they're going to release it so quick too, because they have all these hardcovers coming out. It's like, I don't know about you. I know I double dip, but if I can keep from double dipping, like if I had a fucking magic 8-ball that told me, hey, don't buy that, dumbass, wait till the omnibus comes out because it's coming, then that would save me some money. So I feel like Scott Snyder, I owe him a big hug the next time I see him.
Right. Yeah, I want the whole thing in one Omni, and I want to read it right away. So let's see, where were we? I'm scrolling around. What am I doing? No, not that page. This page.
You were on, let's see. So we had Seven Soldiers. We have Wonder Woman by George Perez.
Right.
Omnibus Volume 3, which that should end his run, including the War of the Gods mini series.
Okay.
Tail end of the Perez stuff. So I'm excited about that because I never thought we would get the rest of it in Omni format. So good. I'm glad those. I guess the first two volumes have sold pretty well to get a third volume.
Right, that's great.
What I'm not happy about are the solicitations for the absolutes. So right
Oh,
now we only have two, right? We have Absolute Authority, which volume 2, which has already come out. This is a new printing, which is wonderful for the people that never got the first one. And then we have Absolute Sandman Overture, which is $100 book of 6 issues.
yeah.
But whatever, I'm a Sandman fan, and I'm still on the fence. What I'm not happy that I didn't see was Absolute Transmetropolitan Volume 3. Even though
Right.
I think we talked about it.
Right.
That's
There's
still
lots
coming.
of people who feel the same way. That's the book they're really looking for is Transmet 3.
And I
Okay.
think those are the only two books that were in the catalog as far as absolutes. And then there's the hardcovers, which you started on Astro City, and then Ninja Turtles and Rebirth. Then we have Metals. How about your? Are you gonna upgrade to the DC Bombshells Volume 1 Deluxe Edition?
Um, Probably, yeah. I just have the paperbacks, and it's a pretty good story. I mean, it's pretty out there. I do love the Bombshells, so I probably will upgrade. But I'm gonna go back and reread the. I think the first couple were really good, and I think it sort of tailed off after the first couple of trades. So I'm gonna have to go back and reread them all to see what exactly. You know, I know I want to get Harlequin Rebirth Deluxe Volume 2. I do not know why Green Lantern, Green Arrow, Hard Traveling Heroes Deluxe Edition is coming out because it's already got an absolute.
Because it's Neil Adams, right?
Mm,
Cashing in on that.
I guess so. Neil Adams, Dick
That's
Giordano, who
yeah.
tightened up those pencils of his.
Oh, that's right. I forgot how much of a fan you are of Batman Odyssey.
um, Going down the list, I'm excited for Super Sons Deluxe Edition. That's
Yes,
exciting.
very. Yeah, there's your Harley Quinn Rebirth Volume 2. So I wonder how long they're going to keep the Rebirth on the actual hardcovers, because they've changed the Rebirth logo is gone now from the monthlies.
Right, that's a good question. They're still calling it. Are they? They're not calling it Rebirth. They're just calling it what? DC Universe or
Right. You know what, Jess? I'm surprised no one's done this yet on YouTube. Like somebody giving you a tutorial on how to read these books and where to go, because I know there are websites that tell you what collects what, but I'm surprised nobody's done a reading order of some of these books. Because, like, you have New 52. I remember, for example, was it Superman? It was like Volume 7 was the end of that. Then they had the Jeff Johns Superman, and then they had Volume 1 and 2 of was it Yap Superman? I was so confused. I'm like, which book comes after this one?
yeah, good point.
Well, and I'm afraid that's what's going to happen with DC Rebirth, where we had DC Rebirth, hardcover 1, 2, and 3. And unless you're actually following these things, you're not going to know that Volume 1 of Batman, whatever it's going to end up be called, like whatever they call it, is going to be actually Volume 4 of Tom King's Batman. Unless, like I said, you keep up with it or you read the description. Well, who's got time to read descriptions of what the solicits have? Want instant gratification, damn it.
Right. Let's see. What else do we got? Blah 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 blah. Superman Action Comics. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Rebirth, Flash Rebirth. Wonder Woman by John Byrne, Volume 2.
Yep, I'm happy with that.
Wonder Woman Earth 1, Volume 2. If that's by Grant Morrison, I'm excited because I loved Earth 1, Volume 1.
Yeah,
I heard
that's
some
the.
people didn't like it, but I did like it.
I ended up really liking it. I got it because I saw it on Gio's a weekend Geekdom
Mm,
videos that he did, and I ended up reading it and I loved it. I thought it was great. It was a little tongue in cheek, but I'm okay with that because it's Earth One. Doesn't matter really. It's just Grant Morrison having fun with the character.
right. Speaking of Gio, in paperback come 3 books that Gio's excited about. Aquaman
Yeah.
by Peter David, Book 2, Aquaman Volume 5, The Crown Comes Down, and Aquaman Tempest. Those are all paperbacks that are coming out. And
At
Gio's,
least he's getting love, you know.
yes.
So Aquaman by Peter David, to me, love it. I can't wait to own those and put them on my shelf.
Yeah, that's
Should be
hook hand Aquaman, right?
Yeah, that's badass bearded hook hand Aquaman.
Hook hand.
Piranha ate my hand, so now I have a hook. Um, but so there should be about 6 of those, 6 or 7 to complete his whole run.
Mm,
And I hope they keep
okay.
going. I hope they go into the DNA years because that would be awesome. I don't know who came on board after that, but shortly after that, like Infinite Crisis took place. But yeah, I'm excited about that. Um, let's see. Then we have Detective Comics, a lot more Rebirth stuff. I know. What did I see recently? New Gotham Volume 2 was solicited, so I'll be picking that stuff up. That's right after. Was it after No Man's Land? I think
Oh,
they
okay.
started with Greg Rucka and all those guys. I think Brubaker was on there too. Some of his stuff. Let's see.
Okay.
Trade paperbacks, more Rebirth. I mean, I'm surprised, or I'm not surprised about those. Jeff Johns, JSA. So there's a New Gods paperback, trade paperback by Jack Kirby. I wonder what that will have in there.
Mm-hmm. So I'm not on the trades. I guess I'm looking forward to Gotham City Garage because I want to read that. That's
Which
got
one?
Gotham City Garage Volume 1.
Oh
That's
yeah,
where
yeah.
we've got like tattooed Wonder Woman and tattooed Supergirl and Harley Quinn are all tatted up riding motorcycles and whatever. I want that to be great because I'm collecting the statues, so I want the book to be good. Do you see
Uh,
anything else trades DC wise that you're looking forward to?
yeah, I sure do.
Go
I
for it.
am really looking forward to the Legion of Superheroes book by DNA. That was a
Oh,
run.
uh-huh.
Dan Abnett and Eddie Lanning. It was just known as Legion. So Volume 2 of that's coming out. They did a phenomenal run on that book. I loved it. Um, I think I know some of it, like Superman Zero Hour. I'm surprised that's trade paperback because I think they're doing a Zero Hour deluxe hardcover, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm.
Um, well, I'm surprised they haven't cashed in on that event. I know many people hated it, but hey, to me, it brought back the Justice Society of America. So whatever.
Oh, I read something about Supergirl being super. That's supposed to be really good. I read that on somebody's list that was a really good series. I think it's a 4-issue miniseries and it's coming out in trade. So I am looking forward to that.
I've never heard of that. Was it a
Yeah, I had only heard about that. I read it over the weekend, I think. Uh, something I can't even remember what the list was, but this was something that was good. Maybe it was best of 2017, but it was with some radical graphic novels. So I think it was best of 2017 that they thought it was great.
huh? Okay. What I don't see on here, and like I said, this is just our first taste of next year,
Yeah.
are the Bat Family books from the '90s, like Chuck Dixon stuff, Nightwing, Robin, and then you got Jim Balance, which I'm okay. But hey, if they keep pumping them out, I'll keep buying them. Jim Balance, Catwoman, or Azrael for that matter. We only had one volume of that so far. And what was the other book? Birds of Prey. Chuck Dixon's Birds of Prey.
Oh,
They,
yeah.
yeah. So I'm kind of worried that I'm not seeing any of those because I think Volume 5 of Robin just dropped this week. I was hoping to see a Volume 6 solicited by now and a Volume 7 of Nightwing to keep going and hopefully pass, kind of like what they did with the Brubaker, Darwin Cook, Catwoman. They kept going all the way to the end of Will Pfeiffer's run. So I guess we'll see.
Alrighty. I'm just going over some of the comments in the chat. John P is his usual self tonight.
He said bourbon and jalapenos don't mix. Bullshit, John. They do. So yeah. Let's see. That's all we have so far. That's just a teaser because these advanced catalog solicits don't really tell us everything that's coming out. As we've been in the past, we've been surprised by those stealth releases that they put in there, mainly with the Omnibus.
Right.
Like I remember the first time I saw the Venom, like it was a Marvel solicitation for that Venomous Omnibus, right? Because I was going on about, I'm like, how the hell is Carnage getting an Omnibus, but they don't have a Venom Omnibus? And then like the next month, Marvel showed the solicitations, and there was a Omnibus, whatever the hell they're calling it. And I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm down with that. I'll be picking that up for sure.
Yeah, Tolga makes a good point that Absolute Wonder Woman Volume 2 is coming out. That was previously announced, but...
That's the Azzarello's run?
Yeah.
Yeah. Should be out early next year.
Yeah, I think it's coming out in like January or February. Mr. Johnny Kid, hey, how's it going on? Do you want to move on to Marvel, or is there more DC you'd like to talk about?
No, we can move on to Marvel. I'm ready. You want to put a link here? I can share a link on the chat.
Okay, good. If you can figure that out, go for it. Because I couldn't do it.
Let me see if I can do it.
Okay.
I don't think it lets you share links, but maybe it will let me share the... Let's see. Goodreads. Damn it. Where's Gabe when we need him? He's the one that does this.
The screen share thing? Yeah.
Anyway, you go ahead and start talking about it. I'll see if I can.
Wait, let me see if I can. Come here, you. There we go. Chat, screen share. Uh-oh.
Oh, man, Jess, you're going to... Sure you want to...
No. I don't want to do that.
Sure you want to go down this road?
No, it was like... it was
They're still coming back from this.
It was like Rey falling down the black hole in The Last Jedi, where she saw 9,000 of her in back and 9,000 in front of her, and...
An infinite loop?
Yeah. No, I did not want to mess with that.
Yeah, I can't figure it out.
Okay. Well, we'll just have to go down the list.
So what do we have for Marvel?
Marvel's starting in January. There's Deadpool and Company Omnibus. So that sounds interesting. I'm interested in the Spider-Gwen OHC Volume 2. Do you have the link?
I do. Yeah. I'm looking at it.
Also, January Vision Director's Cut OHC. That's one that everybody's waiting for.
That's Tom King's.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm excited to read that again.
Let's see. Deadpool by Daniel Way. I can't imagine that Riley would want that because he's always ripping on Daniel Way, talking about Deadpool.
I know.
I was also a completist, so...
I am too, but I am passing on those because I do not like Daniel Way's take on Deadpool. I think he made the character crazier than what he needed to be, and I was not a fan of what he did because he did that whole little setup in Wolverine comic books, like where he appeared. It was like a Wile E. Coyote kind of story, and then he went on to do that Secret Invasion tie-in that led to #1. And yeah, I wasn't a big fan of it, but you know, whatever. I like Paco Medina's artwork, so I ended up picking the Ultimate Edition or Ultimate Collections. So yeah, then we have somebody just mentioned the Punisher Max Omnibus coming out next year.
Right.
Yes. Awesome. Glad that it's going. So there should be two Omnibus, right? Max Omnibus to collect all his stuff because there's 5 hardcovers, including the Bourne. Oh no, so there'd be 6 hardcovers. So yeah, it would have to be 2 Omnis.
Yeah, I would think there'd have to be at least 2 Omnis.
Yeah.
Let's see. Deadpool, Mid Spider-Man by Bendis. And here's something I blocked on last night. Moon Knight by Bendis. Of course, Bendis wrote Moon Knight because of those are the two hardcovers that are hard to find, and this is going to be an OHC by Bendis and Malieve. And last night I was just mind blocking on it on my little chat with Luis. But
Yeah,
that's going to be big for some people because those have been really hard to find.
Yeah. He wrote a very different Moon Knight. I don't think very many people liked it because
really?
It was too different. What was the damn subtitle? It was like the every Avenger. I can't remember what he called him, but it was an interesting take. I only read like the first 5 issues.
Let's see, it's somewhere here in this library.
I'm surprised they haven't gone back and redone Charlie Hudson's Moon Knight, like in an Ultimate Edition. That would only take 2. Yeah, that would only. Those have been out of print for a long time too. That would only take two of those big hardcovers. Then you got Tolga just mentioned the Miles Morales Ultimate Spider-Man Omnibus. Excited about that. I'll be picking that up.
That's a good one. I'm excited about that. I'm excited about the.
That takes place right after the death of Spider-Man, and then it leads up all the way to the ending of the Ultimate Universe. So you'll be all caught up.
And the Carnage Omnibus is something I want to read.
You guys are talking me into it because of that Carnage series.
Yeah. When is that? I don't see it listed. Oh, Carnage Omnibus, April 18th.
Yeah, it was solicited with the Weapon X Omnibus, and there was another Omni too.
Wolverine Goes to Hell.
Yeah, Jason Aaron Volume 2, a.k.a. Jason Aaron Omnibus Volume 2.
Right, those are both coming out May 15th.
Yeah. Wow, May's going to be expensive.
Punisher Max, we talked about. I think Hick Vengers is going to... There's Miles Morales Ultimate Spider-Man Omnibus. Omnibus is coming out June 18th. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, I'll be picking that up. Even though I didn't really like what they did with the character when they made him a lethal protector, but hey. Whatever. I love
kind of a blank slate when it comes to Venom. I just take what they give me and say, okay. I don't really have.
Oh, okay.
I don't have that depth of feeling that you do. I'm just like, with a lot of Marvel stuff, I just don't. I just take it as it comes and say, oh, well, that's how that character is going to act now. Okay.
What? No wonder you didn't have a problem with Identity Crisis.
No, well, I did after we got done talking about it.
I'm just busting your balls, man.
No,
okay,
that's cool. No, you're right.
Avengers Omnibus Volume 3 comes out in April. That's the original Avengers. And then Hickman's Avengers Volume 2, we saw that we saw that preview coming out. And it doesn't include Secret Wars like most people were hoping. I know I'm probably alone, but I'm excited about the Daredevil Shadowlands Omnibus.
Oh, you are totally alone there. I don't know anything about it, but everybody says it blows.
Oh, I'm sure it's not that good. I think I read the beginning of his run. But dude, you just throw a different costume on a superhero that's outside of his regular costume. I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm in, sold. Why is he wearing black? Why has he got blades on his arm now? Daredevil's so badass. Let's see. I'm sorry, I'm catching up. You were down there.
No, that's fine. Go back and forth. I don't care.
Okay, then you have of course, the big thing that Gabe is excited about, the Infinity Gauntlet box set.
Right.
The huge $500 retail price box set. That comes out in March, or that's what they have it solicited for. So
March
I know
20th,
he is very excited about that.
March 20th has got a lot going on for Marvel.
Oh,
Deadpool Minibus, Zero, Spider-Man Deadpool OHC.
Did they already solicit a Deadpool by Daniel Way Omnibus Volume 2? Jesus Christ. Those
they did?
Really, yeah. It's coming out August 18th.
Well, you're skipping all over the place.
I am. I'm bouncing back and forth. I'm sorry. I don't stick to the rules, Jess.
There are no rules. You make it up as we go along.
Yeah, there's Avengers Hickman Omnibus Volume 2. That comes out in July.
X-Men Dark Phoenix Saga Omnibus. Didn't that already get printed in
No, thank you.
X-Men 2?
It's printed in X-Men 2. It's printed in a previous hardcover that was about $50 that just collects the Dark Phoenix saga and includes the Phoenix Untold story, which Untold story is also in Omnibus Volume 2. But it has like the bizarre adventures where the first time like you see her use her powers and things like that. And I think it has a couple other classic X-Men story, which are now in the classic X-Men Omnibus. It's a that's a pass for me. That's a hard pass. I mean, they're just cashing in on the movie. That's all they're doing with that.
Okay. And what about X-Men Revolution by Claremont Omnibus? Do we know anything about that?
I know that they fucked up and they should have collected it all the way up to Morrison's storyline. All right, so X-Men Revolution is when Chris Claremont came back to the X-Men for the first time. During 2000, he came back for a few issues, and X-Men and Uncanny X-Men were both written by him. And then I guess they weren't selling, and then they were like, oh shit, we got Grant Morrison coming. We got to do something with Chris Claremont. Let's give him Extreme X-Men. Sure, he'll be happy. So what happened was they kind of faded out those characters and they went over to Extreme X-Men. However, this collection really missed something because they don't have like X-Men Forever, which is the miniseries, the 6-issue miniseries written by Fabian Nicieza, who also wrote Super Pro. I don't know if you guys were aware of that or not. And
NFL Super Pro.
That's right. Yep. So he wrote that, but it was kind of like how these characters changed, like the way they were looking, because they were trying to make them to look more like the movie. And then it also misses Eve of Destruction and Dream's End crossover, which is where Moria, spoilers, because it's happened 15 years ago, where Moria McTaggart died, where the Legacy Virus kills Pyro, where Senator Kelly died. All these big things happen during this crossover, and for some reason they're skipping it. Because all they needed was just these 8 issues to tie, Claremont's run all the way to, who was it that wrote Uncanny X-Men after him? It was Pete Woods that was on art and Ian Churchill, Joe Casey, and then Grant Morrison's New X-Men when he started with 114. So, but for some reason, whoever decided to do this collection decided to skip those stories. Now we have this gap, right? So I'm excited and both a little ticked off about that. Oh, who am I kidding? I'm gonna buy it. I'm such a fanboy.
Yeah, you know a ton about X-Men. That is for sure. You are one of the big X-Men experts, along with Riley.
Oh, Peter M is another guy. He started his YouTube channel. That guy loves. He wrote down all this stuff. Like he had a website, Crushing Crisis.
Right. Yeah, Peter is a huge
in detail. So when that book, The Grand Design, came out, at first I was like, "Oh shit, I could have written that." I'm a fucking X-Men expert. But then, but based on what Riley and Gabe said, I was like, "Well, I'll check it out." And I read it. I'm like, "Oh my god, this guy's a bigger nerd than I am. This is fucking awesome." Yeah, if you haven't read Grand Design and you like X-Men, it is awesome how he ties every little bit in chronological order together, not missing a beat. Well, with the exception of the retcon stuff.
I'm just going back over the chat, watching John P. have a meltdown over eggs and French fries.
Eggs and French fries.
Yeah, this is great.
That guy could have his own live stream. I don't even know why he bothers with us. He entertains me half the time when you guys are talking and I'm looking at the chat. I'm like, what the hell's he doing now? Or he's usually calling me out about some shit. It's not how you pronounce Brubaker. Let's see.
Brubaker.
So Runaway, I'll be double dipping because I love this story and I love the artwork. But Runaways is getting an omnibus.
Right.
I have the 3 oversized hardcovers, but I will be getting that because I love that run. That's one of my favorite. What I consider new age Marvel stories.
Right. For some reason, I have a personal attachment to those 3 books, and I will be hanging on to them. So
yeah, you can keep them and then read your omnibus.
Yeah.
Let's see. So I'm
I'm the
excited
same
about
way with
that.
some other books. What? There's some other books that I'm going to keep. Oh, I'm going to keep my Ex Machina books, and not get
Yep.
them because I am really attached to those. There's a couple other books that are coming out that I've just decided I'm going to keep the the regulars. I probably won't upgrade Thor,
Yeah.
Jason Aaron Thor. Those
Okay.
oversized hardcovers are pretty nice.
So seriously, man, I need a fucking intervention because I will upgrade Thor. I own the hardcovers like you do, but the minute that they include, like, if I see the solicit and they include those 5 issues, what were they? God of, damn it, it was a 5-issue miniseries, Unworthy Thor, the miniseries, because that hasn't been collected in oversized hardcover before.
Oh, right.
And that's just 5 issues, right? We're talking a matter of like, well, what is that? $20, $15, whatever it is. I'm like, oh shit. I gotta get rid of my hardcovers to get that omnibus. It's totally worth it. Yeah, that I definitely need some help.
Well, I wasn't going to upgrade to the Hick Avengers Volume 1, but then the flood happened and wiped out all my Avengers, New Avengers, Secret Wars, everything except for like Infinity. So I was forced to upgrade to that. Otherwise, I was going to hold on to the hardcovers of that.
Yeah, I think all out of that, we just got an extra Mojo story. And even the hardcore X-Men fans don't like Mojo that much. So,
and I think there was
totally
wasn't there a Deadpool or something in that book or something?
Yeah, it was something that really didn't fit in. Maybe they were just trying to.
Yeah, but they stuck it in there anyway. Yeah.
Somebody asked a really good question. What you liked? What's the best way to collect Invincible? I would go with the hardcovers. I really love those hardcovers.
Yeah, I do too. The
final
Ultimate Collections and hardcover.
Yeah, they collect about 12 to 13 issues in each one, and the final one should be coming out into 2018 because the story is about to wrap up. Sadly, I'm gonna miss that book. I loved it. I loved Invincible. It's a fun book. So I think that's it. I think Invincible Iron Man is getting a oversized hardcover by Bendis. There was another book that comes out late next year. What was I looking at? Kraven. Yeah, Kraven's Last Hunt is getting an oversized hardcover. I don't know what they're doing with that, though, what they're adding.
Well, there's a question for you. How is Daredevil Shadowlands worth the Omni?
I don't want to say yes, and then somebody go out and buy it and was like, man, this sucks. Okay. I've only read a little bit of his run before Shadowlands. I'm just an idiot when it comes to buying these things. I'm like, oh yeah, that sounds good. I'll get it. Since I haven't read the rest of it, I might as well pick it up. And I know that it's not one of the best Daredevil runs.
But he's got a new costume on, right? A black costume?
Got that black costume with the red letters. Ooh, shit. I'm sold. Now, people also didn't like Anna Shetty's run, and I happen to be a big fan of her run. So, who knows?
You guys skipped Superman Kryptonite Deluxe by Darwin Cook.
I didn't see that.
Okay, good. Thanks for reminding me about that. I didn't know it was coming out in Deluxe. Happy to get it. That's a great book. I'm glad it's coming out in Deluxe.
Yeah. Darwin Cook's art needs to be in oversized Deluxe format, like all his stuff. I love. It took me years to appreciate his art style. I don't think, I think Gabe can relate to this, but like 15, 16, 17-year-old Omar was like, man, fuck those old guys drawing that old art style shit. Give me some extreme art with a bunch of pouches and over fucking muscular dudes and big titty women running around in skimpy outfits.
That ain't Darwin Cook.
No, well, you know what I'm saying? I mean, that's what it was. That's 90s, right. Man. That's what it was. It was Image. I was an Image kid. I was one of those guys, just like Gabe. I gave him a lot of shit, but I was the same way.
John P's jamming you up for the way you said Innocenti.
Innocenti? I don't know. Come on, John P. How do you pronounce it, buddy? I got to meet Cook a few years ago, and I think the only thing I got signed by him was that Catwoman book.
Ooh, cool.
The was it When in Rome? Was that what he did with what was that Tim Self? Shit. Anyway,
Trial of the Batgirls in the way right now. No Easy Way Down. Trial of the. There goes Nightwing.
Yeah, you're smart.
Trail of the Catwoman. Was that the one?
Yeah, one of those books.
Baker.
Yeah, one of those books was signed by him. So
that's cool.
We really lost somebody great when he died, man. He was such an amazing artist.
And I heard he was such a great guy too.
Yeah, and it's just one of those things, art can't be really duplicated. Like, you can try to mimic it, but it's just not the same. You can try to channel somebody's art, just like when a musician passes away.
Right.
Or true musician, rather. You can't really reproduce those sounds again. It sucks. So,
anything else we're missing? People in the chat?
Oh, yeah. What did we miss? What did you guys hear about that we did not mention?
Yeah, happy to be corrected. Anything else that you guys are excited for?
And Benjamin Pinedos, you're right. Anna Shetty is fucking hot as hell. I saw an interview with her and Chris Claremont, and I'm like, who is this lady next to him?
Oh, she
and
is?
It was her. Yeah. For her, I'm not sure how old she is now. Probably, late 50s, early 60s.
So maybe she's young.
Maybe it was that Long Shot miniseries that she wrote that I'm like, oh, yeah. Anna Shetty. Super hot. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing her last name right.
Let's see. Anna Shetty images.
Yeah. I'm glad I wasn't the only one that was looking at her legs. Let's see. The topic for tonight.
Oh, yeah.
John P's asking what's the topic. I feel like sometimes he watches this stuff like in the bathroom, and then he's like, "Oh, what are you guys talking about now?"
Look for her Claremont interview, Jess. Okay, I will. After this, I'll look for that.
Yeah, she's up your alley, man. Like classy hot.
Nice.
None of that, Rob Liefeld, women kind of hot. Yeah, but that's the stuff I'm excited about. I'm surprised we still haven't gotten a Jason Aaron announcement. Star Wars Omnibus, which I'm sure is coming.
For his Star Wars book, exactly. Yeah, Darth Vader got a omnibus really quickly. I'm surprised Star Wars hasn't.
Yeah, well, Aaron just wrapped up his run a couple months back, so I'm hoping maybe that's what they were waiting on. Go ahead, just put it all, man. It's all together. I'll buy it.
Well, now people are messing with me, telling me how great Anna Shetty looked in the chat. Now I'm having a hard time concentrating on what we're supposed to be talking about.
I'm going to tell you straight up, they're not messing with you. It's fact. She's a sharp-looking lady.
Good for her. I don't have anything image-wise that's being released. I did not come across that list or Dark Horse or anything else, IDW, anything like that. So if anybody has any ideas of what's coming out for image, put them up in the chat.
Other than the few solicitations we've already gotten.
Oh yeah, like what?
IDW is releasing the Maximize compendium, or is it compendium or omnibus edition? But everybody was excited. So because it's done with new colors, it's that Image title that Sam Keith did, and then they made an animated series on MTV.
Right.
Purple guy. So anyway, yeah, I was excited about it until I read, oh, it's in soft cover. Come on, IDW, what are you thinking? Like, give me a hardcover with all 6 volumes, because they've done 6 separate volumes of those. I'm surprised they didn't announce a hardcover edition of that. Let's see what comes out next week.
Oh, Big Heart Sex Criminals next week. That's good. David Codd
I'll be picking that up.
Chiming in on that. Yep, I want that.
They just announced Gantz omnibus editions coming out starting next year. For those that missed it, it's one of those manga series that you don't read.
Manga.
Manga, but it's got guts, death, and nudity and sex. Man, you would love it. So it's a cool premise. Like, I'm surprised that you haven't read it. It's up your alley. It's like the premise is after you die, you compete in this. Like, it's a competition to see who gets the most points by killing aliens. Right? Everybody thinks you're dead, and then with the amount of points that you require or you acquire through time, you can either go back to your regular life and forget everything that's happened, or you can bring back somebody from dead, or you can get weapons like charging.
What is the name of this?
Gantz, Gantz. It ran for about 30. What was it? 39 issues, 39 volumes came out, and they
39 volumes. Oh, I'm dying.
Come on, man, that's not that bad. Gantz is awesome, dude.
Well, it's not like One Piece, but geez.
No, it's not like One Piece, and it's very adult. It's very good. I liked it. They made 2 or 3 movies, and then I think one's on Netflix streaming. You should check it out and see if it's up your alley to begin with. I love the premise. The premise is cool.
The premise sounds great, but 39 volumes, holy criminy.
Come on, dude, you read Legion of Superheroes. That's been going on for like 80 years. How are you going to give me shit about 39? We're reading fucking Superman. Guess what? It's going to outlast us. It's going to go on beyond our years.
That is true.
Your kids are going to be like, man, I remember when Dad used to read this shit. Or your grandkids, rather. 39 volumes in the long scheme of things is not that long.
Okay. Somebody was saying Southern Bastards Volume 2 is coming out. That's good. Make Havoc, One Piece's life.
That's right. One Piece is great. I don't know if I could talk you into that, though. That's got well over 80 volumes.
Yeah. Oof.
Holy shit, John P. Legion of Superheroes is not Asian horror porn. You don't know the shit they do to Pharaoh Lad, buddy.
Yeah.
The death of Pharaoh Lad, nothing but freaking smut.
How dare you?
But yeah, that's all the solicit stuff I have.
Okay.
Other than Invincible, like I said, the final volume comes out next year. Sad to see that go. Trying to think of what other series comes out from Image. They're not doing any more Morning Glories hardcovers. We're all pissed off about that. They stopped at 3. They only did 3. And Spencer, he stopped writing it, so who knows? It's out in limbo now. I hate that crap about Image when I start a hardcover collection and then they're like, no, we're going to stop. Either the author gets bored or the publisher themselves are like, no, we're not going to do any more hardcovers.
David Codd is saying, oh, this is good for Valiant. The Divinity Trilogy, which I am interested in, and Quantum and Woody Volume 2. Tolga wrote it 4 times. What did you write 4 times? We'll stop. We'll stop now. Now that I'm... Oh, Sheriff of Babylon. Okay, Sheriff of Babylon collection is coming out. That's awesome. Sheriff of Babylon was great. More Tom King greatness.
12 issues, right? Hardcover?
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. I don't know if I'm going to upgrade that. I was happy with the trade paperbacks.
Well, are you going to upgrade Vision? Or did you have the trade?
Oh, that okay. I am upgrading.
Because the director's cut, they got you. That's how they suckered you in?
I don't know. I think I just liked it more than I liked Sheriff of Babylon.
Oh, okay. Cool.
I read it several times. I remember dissecting it issue by issue for Omnibroslive last year. I was just way more into it.
Are you keeping up with Mr. Miracle? You keeping up with that series?
I haven't read it yet, no.
I read the first 2 issues. It's good. They're really good.
Yeah, I heard it's awesome.
It's a different take on the character, but I like it. I like what he's doing with it. It's really interesting.
Yeah, I heard it was fantastic. I mean, I love Tom King, so I can't wait to get the collected edition of Mr. Miracle. Yo, Jess, Omar, any of you going to snatch that super expensive limited edition of Contract with God coming up?
Limited edition contract with God.
The Will Eisner
Man,
book.
is that the one from the 70s?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh man, Will Eisner's one of those things I'm ashamed to admit that I don't have a lot of his stuff in my library. I have not read that book, so they have a special limited edition. How limited are we talking here? Is it just sold through a website?
That's from Benjamin. Yeah, tell us more. Black Hammer, Jimmy Owens' Black Hammer was one of the best
I
comics
like
to be released this year.
Black Hammer was solid.
Black Hammer was great. You need to get it. 125 copies.
Ooh, that's gonna hurt.
Oh dear.
Slipcased. Wonder if it's over. Is it oversized?
Oh, it must be. Yeah. I think that's considered the very first graphic novel.
It came out as a
Contract with
graphic
God.
novel first.
Yeah.
Well, let's see now. If he tells everybody on the chat, that's half the people gonna go buy it now, man. $200. Oh shit! I assume the in-stock trade is gonna get zero of that when it's limited edition. They do
Right.
not.
I don't even know where you go to get it.
I assume the company, the publishing company itself, right? Who's publishing it? Dark Horse. They own all the rights to that stuff, or is it somebody else?
You see
Looks great. I'm
Kirkman's
looking at some of the
cash
artwork.
grab on his. Oh, you are?
Yeah, I'm just looking at some of the art. Looks awesome. And the guy was really master of his art, though. Like his use of dark tones, so awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Dark
Yeah,
Horse. Okay.
Dark Horse, right?
$105. Damn.
You still don't know what the topic is, John.
John, the topic is bourbon and jalapenos are amazing. That's the topic.
Is your thieving girlfriend stealing food from you? That's the topic.
Marvel charges so much for hardcovers. Yeah, sometimes they do. I mean, some of them are pretty decently priced, though. I think like Thor. I picked that up a couple of days ago, and that was only what $30 for 12 issues. Let me see. This one here.
Oh yeah,
$35. Yeah, so this one has 12 issues. It's not terrible.
I think in that format, it's beautiful. I think it's well priced.
You know, you got oversized format. You got beautiful artwork. Gosh, Daughterman, is that how you say the name? Oh, I love that artwork. Yeah, this is an awesome book. Sad to see the ending of Jane, though. Apparently, they've spoiled a lot of things for her one of the upcoming books. So I guess they got to move on with the story and bring Thor back, Odin's son. Let's see. Okay, yeah, things like $75 for Miss Marvel. That's ridiculous. Like that only had 19 issues. It's weird. It's hit and miss with Marvel. Like I don't know how they determine their prices sometimes. Sometimes I still don't know what makes an omnibus $100 and what makes one $125, other than the title, perhaps.
Yeah, Hawkeye was overpriced.
$100, right?
Too. Yeah, $100.
Was that 24 issues or was it less than that?
I don't know. I'd have to get up and grab it to see.
Don't do that.
It's right in front of me.
Yeah. Let's see. So what kind of things are you looking forward to this year, man? 2018. What are you looking forward to as far as comics? What's your biggest? What are your like 3 biggest books coming out this year that you're excited about?
My 3 biggest. Well, of course, Death of Pharaoh Lad, Legion of Superheroes. His first death, apparently. I'm kind of looking forward to Hick Vengers 2 because that means I can start my Hickman read through of all the Omnis that I have of him, starting with Secret Warriors, Fantastic Four.
You don't have Shield because you never finished it.
Right, Architects of Forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, apparently he's written it. It just hasn't been drawn or whatever. Anyway, I'm sorry.
No,
All
that's
right.
fine.
What else you got? What else are you looking forward to?
So that's 2. Let's see. What's number 3? I got a Marvel. I got a DC. Well, it depends on if DC Metal comes out in 2018. I mean,
I'm sure it will.
Okay,
There's no
well,
way.
that's number 3.
Okay. Oh, that's cool, man.
What about you?
Well, I'm really excited about a lot of Marvel Omnis next year. I would honestly answer X-Men Revolution if it wasn't for those little issues that are missing. So I'm going to go ahead and say the Jason Aaron Wolverine Volume 2, Wolverine Goes to Hell. Really excited about that. I think it's really cool that they're going back and doing that. Yeah, I wasn't expecting them to finish it, considering like there's been few years since that. I mean, that's quite a gap. As far as DC, there's a lot of books I won from there. Probably Aquaman, Volume 1 by Peter David, mainly because it's a story that I'm shocked it hasn't been collected before. It's crazy. It's one of the best Peter David runs. Like Peter David he was the first person to make Aquaman really cool. You know, at least to me, he was. You know, Aquaman was one of these like, oh, he talks to fish characters, and everybody praises Jeff Johns for what he did in the New 52, and he was great. But I really thought Peter David did an amazing job years before that. And as far as like other books I'm excited about, I think Invincible, the final volume of that coming out. That's exciting. That wraps up that whole run. Now, I love having a complete run on my shelf.
Yeah.
Like, there's no more to buy. It's both satisfying and depressing sometimes, depending on the book.
Yeah, you won't get a final book of Superman or Batman in our lifetime. Or my lifetime, anyway.
They've tried before. They've tried. They always come back, man. These characters, looking back now, it's funny to look back at some of these characters. I'm older than they are, right? I'm sure you feel the same way.
You're like, my gosh.
When did this happen? When did I get older than Cyclops? When did I get older than characters you read about when you were a teenager or younger than that, going, man, these guys are old. They have like real life problems with their girlfriends and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's weird going back and thinking that.
Doomsday Clock, that's the most exciting book in 2018. That sounds interesting. I do not read floppies, but I'm excited to read that collected.
Volume 2 or issue 2 just came out. I need to read it. Just came out last week, I think.
And are you reading that?
Yes. I read the first one. It's interesting.
Okay.
Because I like most people, I'm sure, hold Watchmen on a pedestal.
Right.
I don't think it's a book that needs to be expanded on or a book that they need to borrow the characters from. I think it reads wonderful in a self-contained universe.
Yeah, it's tricky, I think.
And to make it a pocket universe, now it's not even a pocket universe, to make it a universe shared with the DC heroes, I don't know. It kind of takes away some of that magic from the original storyline, from the original 12-issue series. I know
it's tricky.
But they've been doing that for a while, though. I mean, they've done before Watchmen, right?
Right.
See, I also didn't read any of those. And I'm not even the biggest Alan Moore fan, or for that matter, biggest Watchmen fan. It's just one of those books that's really stands out to me as a self-contained beginning and ending story. And it's hard to find those within the pages of DC and Marvel. So it feels kind of weird that they're bringing it in.
I haven't read it, so I can't comment. It does make me nervous to make them part of the DC universe, so it's going to have to be perfectly handled.
Now, have you guys talked a little bit about Superman yesterday, right?
Superman.
Yeah. That's the rumor. Bendis is writing Superman.
Oh, right. Yeah, we did. That's all I've heard is that it's the rumor.
Yeah. Apparently, it's more than a rumor.
Oh, okay. So he's definitely doing it.
That's what some people in the Masterworks boards have said, or there was
Oh,
another
okay.
forums. Like somebody at DC has let it out that he's going to be writing Superman. Now I don't know if that means Tomasi is out, which would really kill me because I'm enjoying that book because of Tomasi.
Yeah, me too.
So I hope he gets his own. I hope he gets his own book, man.
Yeah, I'm enjoying that even more than Action.
Yeah, me too. It was just such a surprise hit for me. I loved it.
Right, I agree with that
That's
100%.
About family and stuff. All right. So do you wanna take this on to the chat? Get some questions?
Sure.
Or
why don't we take 5 minutes worth of questions? I'm looking forward to just living through 2018 right now. That's one of my goals.
Oh, you got
that
that
through the year.
You got that covered, Jess. You stopped partying a few years ago and started reading comic books. That should at least get you 5 more extra years. That
I hope so. That sounds like a good trade-off.
Yeah, man. Besides, the reason to buy all those books that you haven't read yet is it gives you a reason to live another day. Hey,
that's right. My backlog.
I haven't read that Starman Omnibus yet, man. Come on, God.
My backlog keeps me alive.
That's right, baby. Let's see. All right. Yes, we do need a Mark Waid Flash Omni. We're getting an Impulse Omni, so maybe there's hope. That was let's see. How do you get into Jason Aaron's Thor all the way up to Lady Thor? Well, Jess, you've got the hardcovers, right? That's from Benjamin Pinedo's.
Yeah, Thor, God of Thunder, God of Thunder 2, God of Thunder 1, and then the 2 Lady Thor books.
Yeah, so it's only a four hardcovers. However, just didn't mention Volume 1 is out of print.
Oh, it is?
Thor, the very first Thor Jason Aaron one. Yeah.
Oh, mea culpa, my mistake.
Yeah, you're over here going, oh man, all you got to do is, just get Thor Volume 1. It's no big deal.
Here I am supposed to be the expert on out of print books, and I forgot about that.
Oh, is that how you see yourself? Okay. I think it's Volume 1. Let me double check.
I think you might be right. I don't know.
One of them is out of stock. Yeah, I think Volume 1 is out of stock. Oh God, yeah, of course it's out of stock because I see like on Amazon, buy it now, temporarily out of stock, $34.95, or the next one for used, $500. Of course it's out of stock.
Holy smoke!
That's ridiculous, man.
Well, sorry, go to Comixology then and download it on Comixology. God of Thunder 1.
Yeah, or you could stick to the trade paperbacks. They're worth it, and that way it's easier for you to upgrade to that omnibus that we know it's coming. There's no way they're not going to cash in on Jason Aaron's Thor. It's that good.
Wow, I forgot that thing was that badly out of print.
Yeah, it went out of print like mid-year, sometime in June or July. Because I remember seeing it at conventions, and then all of a sudden, bam, it was gone. Like, really? Yeah, so it's Thor, like, God of Thunder. What's the second one called? God Bomb or something like that?
Well, they're God of Thunder 1 and 2, but yeah, I forget the names. I forget the names of the stories off the top of my head. I remember I loved them both. And
then both Adjectiveless Thor, which is the Lady Thor years. There's 2 hardcovers of that.
Right.
Oh, wait. 3.
3 of Lady Thor?
No, 2. This is the second one. My bad.
Right.
Second one just came out, so I'm sure we'll be getting one soon enough. Another one. Yeah, Aaron's Ghost Rider hasn't been reprinted. That's weird. That was an interesting take on Ghost Rider too. I thought I liked it. That was one of my earliest trades I got. Was that one I traded that one for one of the books that I had. I think it was Alias or something.
Mm.
And then I was given Alias again as a gift, and I'm like, well, I guess I'm just destined to own this shit. I wasn't the biggest Alias fan. Apparently, people thought I liked it. So,
What's your guys' next con you will be attending? Probably BotCon for
there is no more
Omar.
BotCon. We've talked. Were you listening to me? It's gone, man. BotCon ended in 2015 was the last year.
Oh,
2016
tragic. How
last
have
year
you
for BotCon.
lived?
Well, now they've got other Transformers convention. Quit busting my balls, man. I think I'm going to go to the one in Chicago, the C2E2. Is that what it's called? C2E2? A friend of mine has invited me to go up there and stay with them.
Well, that's a big con.
Yeah. It's mainly, like comic book writers and artists, really. It's not like they don't have like WWF stars or things like that, which there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying it's mainly focuses on comic books. Yeah, the Chicago and Entertainment Expo. And I think they have a few like stuff from comic book TV shows, but that's probably one I'll hit up. I'll be at the Lexington Comic Con, which is a local comic book shop in Central Kentucky. And there's a couple, maybe a couple other cons. Maybe Dragon Con. What about you, Jess? Where are you going this year?
I usually hit up Awesome Con and Baltimore Con. Those are probably the two that I'll hit up. Awesome Con's in the district, DC, and Baltimore Con is strangely in Baltimore.
Ethan Johnson, you guys think they will print the Fear Agent libraries again? Oh, yeah, I believe so.
I think so too.
Because the first one went out of print, and it stayed out of print like when it first came out for a few. Shit, it was longer than half a year, and then they brought it back into print by the time Volume 2 released. So that's a cash cow for Dark Horse. They got to be stupid not to keep those in print. Kind of like the Hellboy library.
They generally keep their stuff in print.
Well, we say that, and then we have the Sin City Library Edition that's been out of print for years, and the Conan, Colossal Conan has been out of print for a couple of years.
Right, BPRD Vampire that's been out for stock forever.
So maybe I'm saying those two weren't that expensive. They were like $50 books, and they're great. I still think that's his magnum opus. I love that book.
Great art too. Love that art.
Tolga's asking, Weapon X Omnibus and Daredevil Shadowland Omnibus, do we get it? I'm going to buy both of them. And again, I'm not going to tell anybody to buy them both. Weapon X actually was fun for me. Frank Terry's run was great. I love his take on Wolverine, and I know some people didn't like his Weapon X stuff, but he had a really interesting Schindler's List kind of comic in there. It's called Sinister's List, where it's like a death camp for mutants. I think it was issue 5 or 6 of the ongoing. And that was a controversial issue because it was like Schindler's List. That's the issue where Maggot dies, by the way. I wish Gabe was here. He knows all that shit. If Maggot dies off screen too, he was like on a bus talking to a little girl, and they were going to like an incineration chamber. So you don't really see him die or anything, but I really liked this run. I thought it was good. I thought he did a lot of cool things. He did a Days of Future Past Weapon X storyline that was his final 5-issue. It was like a 5-issue miniseries, so he could wrap up his storylines. Marvel gave him that after the title had been canceled, and I thought, he started something, then he ended it well.
American Vampire. Scott Snyder told Gabe that there will be an omnibus of American Vampire coming.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Let's see.
I'm going to let you answer that. Charlie Rogers is asking, what are y'all requirements for joining the show?
Joining the show?
Yeah. Apparently you got to be Latino.
Right. I only have Latinos on the show. Charlie Rogers sounds very white to me. You need to Latino up that name.
I'll let Jess answer that question. He invited me on, so.
Question for Jess: is the Batcave 3.0 better than Batcave 2.0? LOL. How did that end up going? Yeah, actually, due to my wife's participation, Batcave 3.0 is everything I've ever wanted and more. It's pretty much wifely approved, and she's really gotten into it with me. So it's everything I've ever wanted. So yes, I'm very happy with it. Thank you, Benjamin, for asking.
Somebody Tolga said Jess is boss. That's right. I'm gonna start calling you Hefe from now on. Let me pull up those solicits for you, Hefe.
I'm not Latino, but I am 1/8 Cherokee, if that counts.
What do you have, like 3 wolves, 1 moon shirt? Did you get it at a flea market?
Right.
Is that how you prove you have 1/8 Cherokee?
My father's mother's mother was Cherokee.
Nah, man, you need to go to your local flea market and get you a 3 wolf, 1 moon shirt. That's how. That says Native American.
Thank you. This is my Civil War glass that Raleigh Smith got me from Raleigh. Careful that I don't spill it. My Civil War glass that Raleigh Smith got me down at Houston at the whatever the name, Alamo Cinema and Draft House.
Oh, nice. That's based on the movie, I assume, because I saw Black Panther there.
Yeah, Black Panther, the movie, comes out in February. I'm looking forward to that. That looks boss.
Stoked to see that. It looks so awesome. I can't. And I'm more curious to see how they're going to tie it into Infinity War, because that is the movie that leads into Infinity War, right? Well,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Marvel may shock me, and they might like have Thanos show up or something. I don't know. I really don't know how it's going to tie in, other than well, you've read Infinity, right? Jason Aaron's, or not Jason Aaron's. I'm sorry, Hickman's during the, because you said you own it.
I haven't. I've owned it. I've been waiting for.
Oh, okay.
I mean, the flood wiped out everything that I had planned. Well, it didn't wipe out everything, but it wiped out that new Avengers little contingent. So, I mean, I should start now on all the Omnis. So when Avengers 2 comes out, I'll be able to read it.
Yeah.
If I wait for it to come out, it's going to take me 2 years to read it.
It looks like they're adding elements from Hickman's Infinity on there, mainly because of Wakanda and all that. So I think that's cool. Like I said, I'm very interested. And then we have Battle Angel Alita. I'm stoked about that, based on this manga series, Jess, that you won't pick up.
Is that the one with the big eyes?
That's the one with the big eyes, but hey, I get
it. Steve Sanchez
says, go ahead.
Says you should come to Vegas for amazing Las Vegas Comic-Con next year in June. We can hang out with Gabe. That sounds fun. I'm definitely coming to Las Vegas with about $3,000 in 20s in my pocket, so I can donate it to the local ballet, if you know what I mean.
I thought that was all going to be spent on Adam Hughes. You're going to take Adam Hughes out for a night out, and he was just going to draw you some of your.
That would be great.
Some of your bombshell.
That would be great.
I want to see a picture of you, like sitting back on a chair with a bunch of bombshell ladies behind you, drawn by Adam Hughes. And I want him to be like, man, I don't even remember drawing that shit. I don't know what Jess gave me.
What a perfect plan.
And we have a lot of comic book movies next year, right? I mean, it's almost oversaturation. We got Black Panther, Deadpool 2, Infinity War, Aquaman's coming out.
Right.
What was the Spider-Man animated one coming out next year too? Don't
know about that one.
By Sony. I can't remember if it is or not. So yeah, I'm excited for next year. And then of course we have New Mutants and X-Men.
Oh, that's right.
Dark Phoenix. So it'll be interesting. It's gonna be an interesting year for movies, especially where we're now Marvel and Fox have gotten together to make this big movie. uh, so I don't know how that's going to fit in. I've seen some clickbait articles out there that are like Disney or Fox is canceling New Mutants and X-Men Dark Phoenix. I'm like, really? No, they're
What now?
not.
What?
No, just clickbait articles that are stating that Fox was going to cancel New Mutants and X-Men Dark Phoenix because now Marvel owns the rights back to those characters. Like, no, they're not. Stop trying to make me click on that article. Did you see that Whiteout movie based on Rucka's comic book? No, I didn't.
I did. It's got my gal from Underworld in it. What's her name?
Kate Beckinsale?
Yeah.
Why do I know that? Okay. I haven't seen it. How was it?
Oh, it was scary. It was one of those creepy scaries because he couldn't see anything because it was all whited out. But yeah, it was good. It was well done.
Like that one issue of Alpha Flight by John Byrne.
Oh God, you're way too specific for me. I don't know that I've read any Alpha Flight.
Oh, there was an issue of Alpha Flight that it's called Snowblind, where it's just bubbles. Like they go through it's what's her name? Snowbird. Like it is her name. They go through like a snowstorm, so the panels are just white, and it's just the word bubbles.
Oh wow.
He got so much shit. They were like, "You're just being lazy. You didn't want to draw." He was like, "Bullshit. It's artistic."
I'll have to look at that. I do have the Alpha Flight Omnibus, which is of course unread. Like 80% of my books.
See, that was back when I liked John Byrne stuff. I loved his Alpha Flight run. Ethan, yes, it is absolutely worth it. The center book is beautiful.
Let's see some artwork in that.
John P. always gives me shit about how I pronounce, but the artwork is done by Dustin Nguyen, which I thought that's how you pronounce it, but I could be wrong. But it's not just drawn; it's painted by him. It's beautiful. That's why it takes a little bit for this book to come out. I think they still try to go for the monthly schedule, but they hardly meet it. And it's written by Jeff Lemire. I highly recommend that book. I think it's awesome, and I know Jess also enjoys it.
Yeah, Descender's great.
It's probably my favorite work by Lemire so far. Nguyen. No.
I think it's
no.
Nguyen.
No way. No way it's Nguyen.
I think it's Nguyen. I think it's Vietnamese.
Yeah, I have Vietnamese friends and they pronounce it Win. Anyway, we'll find out if I ever meet this guy because I think he's gonna be at what's it called?
C2E2?
You say that like he's R2D2's like brother. No, Gabe had him scheduled at Torpedo Comics, I think. I'll have Gabe ask him.
Okay.
Then we'll find out how he pronounces his name. And of course Gabe's probably gonna butcher it on purpose.
Right.
Ethan, I liked it more than Sweet Tooth. But I have an issue with Sweet Tooth that most people didn't, and that was mainly Lemire's artwork. I didn't dig his artwork. I had a hard time pushing myself to read the story, but I ended up reading it. But I like this more. I don't know, Chris. He said all Lemire is good. His Extraordinary X-Men was not that great. But he said that was editorial mandate, that it was like he couldn't use certain characters, they had to go through certain things. I believe it. X-Men's got to be difficult to write for.
Yeah. Okay, hang on. I'll be right back. You can answer the questions. I'll be right back.
Gonna leave me alone? That's the Omar show. Oh man! Now watch the viewers. The viewers are gonna start dropping now that you left, Jess. Thanks. All right, who's got questions? Shoot me. Let's see. So yes, Descender, love it. Should pick it up. Even if it's a blind buy, the hardcover's beautiful. Did not answer Adoret. What did Adoret say? Well, let's go back through. So I haven't seen Whiteout, but Jess said it's good. Deadly Glass is getting a TV show, which, yeah, I'm excited about Deadly Class because that's one of my favorite comic books where I remember. What's my favorite color? Green. No, wait. Blue. No, it is green. Daredevil Shadowland. Is it worth it? Probably not. I'm gonna say not. Most people are not gonna get this. I'm buying it because I'm a sucker for these books. Let's see, are you following something ongoing right now? I am. Most of my Image titles. I still following Walking Dead because it's a fun book. It's not deep or anything, but I like the changing cast. I follow Invincible. I follow Saga, Paper Girls, which I freaking love. I followed that monthly, and then I also bought the hardcover because I love that book so much. If you guys haven't read Paper Girls, it's amazing. And Deadly Class, I still read monthly because it's another book that ends on a cliffhanger, and I cannot wait for the hardcover. I don't know how Jess has done it all these years because that book I just can't wait until the next book. So I have to get the singles. And how many years have you been collecting figures? Man, figures. Since I was a kid, probably some Transformers and stuff like that. So well over 30-something years. Been collecting comics longer, but figures about 30-something years for sure. Are you back? Everything cool?
I am back. I needed to stretch my legs. My knees were locking up on me.
Why didn't you do it in front of the camera? You know how many viewers we could have gotten?
Want to see me stretch my legs?
I was kidding. There we go. Look at that hotness.
Oh my god.
Let's see. What's up with the nonsense at the back of Paper Girls? The hardcover? Because I don't remember the hardcover having nonsense other than the additional artwork from the sketches and stuff like that from the series. Or you're talking about the letter pages. 7 viewers left. You left and the viewers went down, man. They were like, well.
I showed my legs and we lost viewers.
No, you got up and left, man. Everybody, you got up and left me here. And I'm like, anybody got any questions?
You were talking when I got back.
And I talk to myself all the time. And the viewers were gone like that. Jesus.
Hey, Jimmy Owens, you give me trash. You get a tan. It's 20 degrees outside.
They make tanning beds, Jess. I don't know if you were aware of that. Who's got time to go to tanning beds?
Hey. Whoop.
You got a text?
No, I sat on Siri and she went off.
Oh man, yeah. So I have my phone, because I'm an idiot. I forget about these things. A few years ago, I had programmed my phone to call me another name, not Omar. And one time during at work, I don't know what happened. I must have been holding my phone down at the right time that somebody said something that sounded like, "Hey Siri," and it said yes, and the name I gave it to call me. And my coworkers were like, "What the hell? Did that thing just call you fat cock?" And I was like, "Yeah, it did."
How do you program it to do that?
I don't know. I did it years ago, and I forgot to. And I always forget to change it back, especially because I know now these assholes know that that's what it calls me. So they're gonna do this during a meeting one day, and I'm gonna be so freaking embarrassed.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
So you doing that reminded me of that happening at work. So is there any more questions? Or is that it?
Or do you just want to rip my legs apart there, Jimmy? Any real questions or just criticism of my tan?
Oh, I hate when that happens, Prankster 22. The Black Science Volume 1 is getting a remastered edition. The remastered edition is just the binding in the book, right? Because the first binding was just people had issues with it. This is the second volume of Black Science, and it's got better binding for sure. Like, it's still a little stiff, but it's not too terrible. If you can look at that, it's a lot better than the first one. Let's see.
Deep philosophical question: Dakota Fanning or Elle Fanning?
Are they of age yet? Can I answer that?
Good question. Is Dakota Fanning 18 yet?
Man,
if she's 18, I'll pick her. If she's not 18, then I abstain.
Yeah, that's I don't know. Dakota for sure.
Who's that? I'll tell you, but like, is she 18 yet? That girl from Kick-Ass, Chloe.
Dude, why are you gonna sound so creepy? Hey, I'll tell you who I like. Is she 18 yet?
She's cute. I can't help it. I'll tell you who else I like is. Oh
no, this is gonna get creepy. I don't want to know about this.
Catwoman from Gotham. She's a cutie pie too. She's gonna be awesome when she's 18.
Jess, I feel like they're gonna be able to use this against you for a while. All right, Kevin.
Probably right. Kevin Spacey. Oh my God.
No, dude, I'm not gonna lie. I remember going in the movie theater. This is gonna sound so fucked up. I don't care because you already shared some creepy shit. I remember going to the movie theater with my girlfriend at the time, who is now my wife. So she still married me after saying this. We watched a series of unfortunate events. And the main little girl, she wasn't little. She was like 15, 16, whatever she was at the time. I remember when she first came on screen, I turned around and looked at my girlfriend, and I was like, that chick is gonna be fucking smoking hot when she gets older. and she's the girl now in Sucker Punch. So I was right.
I don't think I saw Sucker Punch. That's supposed to be a good flick, though, right?
I don't know about good. It's fun. It's Zack Snyder.
Oh, wait. I think I did see Sucker Punch.
Oh, did you?
Yeah,
okay, yeah.
Yeah, I did see it.
I liked it. I thought it was a lot of fun.
I thought it was fun, too. Yeah, I really liked it. It was a lot of fun.
I don't know if it got critically acclaimed or anything, but I thought it was... but yeah, I was... so I've always been a fan of that chick, and yeah, she grew up to be really hot.
Yeah, I did see Sucker Punch. I enjoyed that movie.
Yeah, I thought it was good. Nazis on the Moon. Yes, I think it was. That was one of the dream sequences.
Right.
Saw the first issue of True Blood the other night. Sookie Stackhouse in a bikini. Oh, yeah. I haven't seen that in ages.
I haven't
seen that. Let's see. Are you a fan of Doctor Who?
I'm not. I don't know a thing about Doctor Who.
Oh, I watched the Christmas special. It was Peter Capaldi's last episode before he regenerated. Now there's the Doctor, since 1963, has been regenerating into different characters, 13 so far. And now the new Doctor is going to be female for the first time.
Right, I did hear that.
So it's going to be pretty interesting how they take it, what route they go. So I'm excited about the next series coming out next year. Jimmy Owens said Dakota will be 18 in February.
Okay, well then I pick somebody else.
Doctor Who, never heard of him. Come on, Jimmy. Don't lie to me. It's a great series. Great ongoing series. I'm surprised you haven't seen it, Jess. Did you watch things like Star... Yeah, did you watch things like Star Trek?
Yeah.
Things like that? Or, yeah, it's a smart show. You would like it. It's good. You haven't seen a single episode of the new series?
I have not.
All right, I'll recommend one to you then. You should watch... one of my favorite ones is called The Blink. It's from Series 3, Season 3. It's David Tennant's series.
David Tennant. I like David Tennant.
Yeah, Purple Man and Alias. Yeah. Watch that episode. Because there's not a lot of the Doctor in it, but it can show you the full potential of how wonderful these stories can be.
Okay.
It's called Blink. It's from Series 3. Well then, wait a minute. Stephen Moffat wrote that. So have you seen Sherlock, the British Sherlock?
No, the
episode
one with
Benedict Cumberbatch.
Benedict Cumberbatch.
Yeah.
No, I heard it was great.
Oh yeah, dude, that's some of the best television ever.
I
It's
have
so
seen
good.
Broadchurch, John P. I love Broadchurch with David Tennant.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Tennant
that was
too.
great.
So Dakota's 24. He was just messing with us. So that means she's too old. She's too old for you, Jess.
By 10 years. Yeah, I'm just like Judge Roy Moore, baby.
Sakura, I'm with you. I'm a David Tennant. That's my doctor. I love 10. 10 is my favorite. Loved it. But yeah, I'm excited where the new series goes. You haven't seen Sherlock. There, John P. finally calling you out for something decent. He's used to calling me out. Yeah, you haven't seen Sherlock? What the fuck? That's a good question, Jess. This is a great show. You should watch, like, from the get-go. Episode 1 was on point, dude.
Okay. I'll watch that with my wife. I think she loves Benedict Cumberbatch, so we'll watch that. Caldwell Comics, I believe we talked about Hickman Avengers Omni Volume 2.
It is not.
Omar says Secret Wars is not going to be included.
No,
that is a definite.
Yeah.
So you need to own Secret Wars separately of that.
Which sucks because it's like a $75 like book.
I wonder if that got. I think that got wiped out too by the flood. I think I need to get it.
Just wants a bombshell statue of Dakota Fanning.
Sure, if she's 24, that's cool.
Oh man. So yeah, I mean, if that's all the questions, man, you want to call it a night?
Yeah, it's devolving into rip me apart for everything now. So
because you haven't seen Sherlock, that's
because I haven't seen Sherlock.
Should have bullshitted your way through this. And be like,
oh yeah, I've seen that. It's great.
Great, it's smart. Gonna come back sexy as shit. Yeah, man.
Okay, Omar, where can they find you?
They can find me on my channel called Near Mint Condition. This channel right here. So we have a new episode coming out usually every Thursday, sometimes Fridays. Like we'll have a new episode tomorrow where we talk about the history of Dragon Quest and Dragon Warrior, the video games. And we have a giveaway going on right now. If you watch our video that's up for Dirty Nasty Santa, where we're giving away things like little statue like this from Dragon Ball Z. I know that don't mean shit to Jess. Oh, here's something. We're giving away this, the Captain America Epic. So anyway, yeah, check me out. Check us out, please. And you can also find me on the Facebook group, where you should be, because it's a great group. It's a great group of people.
And I will be on YouTube as OmniDog's Vault. I haven't made a video in about 2.5 weeks, so I'm due. I need to get on a regular schedule. And I just took pictures today for my first Instagram post, which I've been talking about for 9 years. So I'm going to put those up this weekend and start a regular Instagram post. So OmniDog's Vault on Instagram, OmniDog's Vault on YouTube. And you can also catch me with Omar on the Facebook group, the Omnibus Collectors Comic Swap and Community, which is Ryleymo's group. And Ryleymo should be here, but he's not here. I don't know where he is. My Instagram name's OmniDog's Vault, but it hasn't gone up yet. So today's Thursday, maybe tomorrow, maybe Friday.
I love that you're plugging that. You've been plugging that for months.
My Instagram?
I love that you have a name for the Instagram, and you're like, people following you, and it's not even
it's not even up yet. I know. I'm sure I can do it. My daughter keeps saying, I'll do it. I'm like, well, it's really easy. Don't I just post photos? And she's like, no, let me do it for you. So I'll get with it.
So thank you guys for joining us. This is always a pleasure. It's a lot of fun. I look forward to these chats.
I do too. This was a good episode. I really appreciate the audience. Please give us a thumbs up. Please subscribe to Omnibroslive. And please visit us on our channels and like us and subscribe to us. And thank you very much, guys. Good evening and have a good rest of your evening and good rest of your week. We will talk at you later.
Good night, guys.
Peace and love.